Charlie, Meghan Markle on the cover of Harper's Bazaar. What was your reaction to the cover?
I mean, I was slightly confused because the cover kind of read, Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, is having her moment. And I think my first thought was, okay, so what on earth has the last 5 years been? I personally feel like her moment was when, you know, she and Harry threw a hand grenade into the British monarchy and walked away. You know, cool guys don't look at explosions and all that good stuff. I understand it. I think that she has done a lot more press in the past couple of years.
Right.
And, you know, we have to remember, girl's got a Netflix show to promote, and she also has some jams, some honeys, some flowery sprinkles. All of those things need to sell. And how do they sell? Publicity.
Publicity.
So it doesn't surprise me at all. The contents of the interview I thought were a bit odd. The writer couldn't seem to decide whether she was Meghan Markle's biggest fan or whether she thought the whole thing was a bit ridiculous. You know, it kind of wavered between quotes from Serena Williams about what an amazingly smart human being Meghan is and what an incredible mother she is, to references to a strange moment at an Upper East Side townhouse where Meghan and Harry were staying, when a kind of staff member opened the door and made this big show of introducing Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, even though Meghan and the writer were the only two people in the house. So I just found the whole thing a bit confusing, to be honest.
Yeah.
But there were some nice personal anecdotes. You know, Meghan talked about Lily sitting on her lap as she takes business meetings from her home office.
Right.
She kind of gave this very gushing quote about Harry's full and bold love for her.
Yeah.
But then again, there was a moment when, you know, it referenced Meghan at the Beverly Hills Hotel being brought this cappuccino with like a laser printed photo of her on it and all of that kind of stuff. So it just seemed a bit strange to me. The whole thing felt muddled.
It did. It also felt like the context of it being like, this is her moment, but we've seen so much of her lately that it feels like a little late to be being like, oh, she's our cover story, our cover star, and this is her moment. Like, well, she's already been living in this moment in particular.
Yeah, I guess I don't know what it is about this moment.
Right.
That
are we missing something?
Yeah, that's worthy of a magazine cover. It's kind of like, okay, well, her Netflix show launched a while ago now.
Right.
And
as ever did as well.
Exactly. Her brand launched at, you know, the very beginning of April, I think, is when all of the products started rolling out. And the interview didn't really focus that much, if at all, on her kind of Netflix show and the Netflix special or any of her holiday kind of selection of items that she's releasing. So I guess I kind of left my reading session thinking, like, what on earth is the moment of which you speak?
Also, I kind of felt like I didn't learn anything that was really that new. It wasn't like there was this one quote or one moment. Usually for me, I feel like these celebrities do these types of covers and I'm like, oh, a little anecdote I didn't know, or something unexpected. And it was like, Harry is in love with me. Okay, great. She calls him H. I'm like, do we have to still go over and over and over and over and over? And that's not new news.
I mean, when I saw the words Procter and Gamble, I about threw the magazine out of the window, or metaphorical magazine, let's be honest. I was reading it online. But if I hear that gosh darn soap story one more time,
I know.
It's rehashed in every single interview, every single speech. Like, okay, we get it. A word in a soap commercial changed. And bravo, honestly, very industrious of an 11-year-old to write a letter to Procter & Gamble. But if that remains your crowning achievement at the age of 44, that's kind of sad. Like, is that the moment that Harper's Bazaar was referring to? We having a throwback Thursday?
I don't know. And then the only other thing that I took away from it, because I feel like I didn't learn anything about her really, and maybe that's because I know too much. Maybe it's because they didn't really give us anything new.
She has flawless skin that allows her freckles to glisten in the sunlight, or whatever the hell it was. I don't know.
I mean, she does have flawless skin, but again, I knew that. I already knew that.
I know.
I already knew Harry loved her. I already knew she called him H. But I think the only takeaway that I had from it was her talking about sort of tiptoeing around the fact that she did this, anything she's been doing, the Netflix deal, Spotify stuff, as ever, she's giving herself the grace to fail. So it was like she almost kind of addressed the elephant in the room of people talking without her about how things haven't necessarily been a massive success. And that's it. It's like, okay.
That's a good point, though, because I feel like she did that in a way of like, joke's on you because I'm not really failing. I'm just having fun. That was, it was kind of like, well, even I should be allowed to make mistakes, and a world where you're perfect is no fun, and I want to have fun. And, it was that thing of like, no, I'm not failing. I'm just having fun.
I'm just declining gracefully.
Same. I never fail. I'm just having fun.
Yeah.
Whoops-a-daisy when I trip over in the street. Just having fun.
That was on purpose. I'm just having fun here.
Yeah, exactly.
No failing.
I was actually trying to amuse the waiting crowds.
Right.
Well, yes, I am in complete agreement. I don't think that we really learned anything new. And I think it's a shame because I do feel like these big kind of headline-worthy cover stories with people like, even the likes of Nicole Kidman, the Vogue interview that she did, albeit before her divorce was announced. But she was very candid in that interview about her parenting style and about her, struggles to get to grips with her kind of, I guess, public perception as she gets older and all of that kind of stuff. And I just feel like that was lacking a bit in this story. And again, I come back to the wavering themes. If you look at the arc of the interview, it kind of begins with Meghan teaching some young girls about STEM. And then it goes to references to her kind of humble background in California. And then it goes to, well, we're at the Beverly Hills Hotel and she's being served a super special cappuccino and having secretive chats with a big film exec.
Right.
And then it kind of swings again to like, oh, I'm just a helpless business owner trying to make a difference in the world. And like, oh,
I'm allowed to fail.
And then it kind of pivots to like Serena Williams being like, oh my God, she's amazing. So it felt all over the shop. And it's interesting because the point, or one of the points that the article tried to make was, should Meghan be punished or criticized for trying to be more than one thing? She can be a business owner, but she can also be a stay-at-home mother, but she can also be an actress, etc., etc. But I feel like it's that kind of confusion that permeates her life and permeates her public image, I should say.
Right.
We come back to it every time we speak. Like, figure out what you want to do.
We're trying to figure it out for you over here.
And like, I'm not saying that you can't do more than one thing. What I am saying is that when it comes to public perception, you cannot be the hero, the villain, the victim. Like, you can't be everything to all people.
Right.
Figure out who you are and figure out, because you do have control over your public image. Like, Meghan and Harry have made it
at a very high
clear.
degree.
Exactly. Like, they will only speak to media who they deem to be friendly. They will criticize and go after, people who do and say things that they don't like. And I think as a result, they do have a very rare opportunity to craft their public image. It's just, if they haven't been able to do it, I don't know who else will. I don't know
if they're confused, so are we.
I mean, honestly, each and every day, but largely about this.
But okay, so we got this new cover story. It is coming, like we said, ahead of the release of her holiday special, which we did just get a teaser for. And speaking of, we saw a little bit of H.
Oh, we did. There was a smoochy.
There was.
I mean, look, I love Christmas.
Me too.
I adore Christmas. I love Christmas decorations. I love it all. This was, if you had shown me the trailer for season 2 or season 1 of With Love, Meghan, and told me that you had AI'd a festive spin on it, that is what you got with the trailer for the holiday special. It is quite literally the exact same thing.
It does feel the same.
You kind of took out kind of Mindy Kaling and put in one of Meghan's other friends.
Right.
Took out this chef, put in another chef. and put a few festive bows and like sprinkly snows on it.
I actually honestly wish they would have started with the holiday special and been like, here, we're going to launch the show and the series or whatever with this holiday special and then release season 1 and season 2 in the year to come. Because maybe we would have felt a little more festive about it. Like, oh, we are hosting parties. We are all getting together. We are creating fruit boards for our friends. But we weren't doing that when it originally came out. So maybe if they would have started with, in my personal opinion, the holiday special, maybe we would have been more interested in season 1 and 2.
Yes, but the issue with that is they tried that tactic with the Spotify podcast launch.
Oh,
they released it as a kind of like holiday end of year special and like more to come. And then 6 months went by and everyone was like, when?
Oh my God.
When's the rest of it?
Fully forgot about that.
Yeah. Like, so it may be that, you know, everyone involved has a little bit of a hangover from the last holiday endeavor that they tried to use to launch a project. But, you know, I'm just guessing. But
you know what?
That's what immediately sprung to my mind.
That's a fair guess. Okay, so you know what? The strategy, we're still going to keep brainstorming from our little seats here.
I know. Meghan, we're just waiting for you to give us a call, honestly.
We're just helping with as ever, you know? There's Sage involved now.
Well, and it's interesting because we are seeing, again, with the trailer for the holiday special, etc., that very close connection between Meghan's Netflix show and her brand as ever. Lest we forget, they are one and the same. Netflix backed as ever when Meghan first launched it.
Right.
The show and the brand have been very closely linked ever since they both launched earlier this year. And, you know, not long before Meghan dropped the trailer for the Christmas special, she was sharing insights into how she and Harry are going to celebrate Thanksgiving. Spoiler alert, we should all be putting sage-infused honey on our turkey.
Ooh.
You know, but she kind of released videos on the As Ever Instagram account where she's seen glazing a turkey and decorating for the holidays. So it's almost like Netflix and As Ever are occupying the same calendar. But I think that close connection is interesting.
It is.
And I also find it interesting that, you know, I had a little looky-loo on the As Ever holiday collection page.
Did you? Are you getting sage honey for your turkey?
Oh, Theo. Yeah. I'm going to sage honey the out of that thing. You know, just... almost nothing has sold out.
Oh, wow.
Everything is readily available. I say everything. I'm sure like one or two. I think the raspberry spread, not jam, spread. I'm pretty sure that has sold out, but I'm pretty sure that has been sold out since it first launched. But everything else is there for the taking.
Wow.
And if you remember last time there was a big launch, I mean, I had to like claw people out of the way to get that jam spread.
I know.
This time around, the sage honey is still there. It's been there for days.
Wow. Mm-hmm. So, you know, they really haven't found their quality. I mean, I don't know about the quality, but they really haven't found their ability to figure out the marketing of this. Like, the two seem like a great idea, having this partnership. We watch the show, we buy the products.
Right.
But it's like the pipeline isn't adding up.
No, and it's kind of like, okay, would it have been a smarter idea to release the Netflix show a little bit earlier in the season?
Oh.
Like, why don't you release it over Thanksgiving weekend when, you know, people are full, people are sick and tired of their families, just me.
Yeah.
And they need something to do. I feel like had it been released, for example, like the Black Friday, you know, if you'd released it on Black Friday and then announced some kind of As Ever Black Friday sale.
Oh, wait.
There you go.
Oh my gosh.
I'm telling you, the fact that no one from As Ever, Archwell, Netflix, or Meghan's personal office have phoned
Calling
me
you
their job is obscene.
We're just sitting here. We should rename this from Royals Recap to like Think Tank for Meghan. Here we are.
It's Markle Tank instead of Shark Tank. Markle Tank.
Markle
yeah,
Tank.
exactly.
Sussex, Charlie. Okay.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Don't forget.
But Barbara Corcoran, look out! I'm coming.
Yeah, seriously. All right. Well, hopefully we'll get a holiday card from them this year because.
Oh, I thought you meant us personally. We'll set it on the shelf right here when it arrives, guys.
Don't worry. I don't think we're gonna get one unless
with love.
Unless it's like one of those things where at Disney you can mail them one and they'll mail you one back. Like that's the only way we're getting a holiday card.
I was going to say, unless it's one of those agencies that will mail you poop. That might be the kind of Christmas card we're going to get from Meghan.
Oh no, but we just gave her such a great idea.
Well, yeah.
Hopefully the internet gets one so we can see the kids. I feel like that's always the big moment of the holiday season for them.
Yes.
And if we're doing this big holiday show, holiday celebration, holiday traditions, I don't know, like maybe there will be a surprise cameo from Archie and Lilibet, because that's what I want to see.
The backs of their heads. Yes. Well, and you never know. We may get a Christmas Day vlog from Meghan.
Ooh.
You know, she's big into the vlogging these days.
She
kind of shared that, like, here's a video of my trip to New York with some, like, different clips of her and Harry eating pizza, or just looking at pizza. It's unclear whether they actually ate it.
Right.
But, you know, maybe we'll get that kind of, the kids unwrapping gifts, or
Christmas morning at the Sussexes.
I mean, I would love to know what Meghan and Harry buy one another for Christmas. I feel like Harry is a jewelry guy. He seems to rely very heavily on, like, okay, I know she likes jewelry. Like, she stacks the bracelets. She has Diana's Cartier watch. Like,
yeah.
I feel like Harry is in a very safe place with jewelry.
Smart man.
But I can't help but think, like, Meghan's someone who likes to think outside the box,
I
whereas
totally see
Harry
that too,
is
yes.
maybe like, Harry would just be happy with a new pair of rain boots, and Meghan's there being like, oh, I've like adopted 18 rhinos on your behalf.
Right. Okay, well maybe she'll drop a gift guide for us.
Oh, maybe.
On the As Ever.
Continuing her path to becoming the next Gwyneth Paltrow.
Right.
Although I
What I'm getting
very
my
much
family.
doubt that Meghan is going to be recommending those crystal eggs.
Well, probably
Although she and
not.
Gwyneth are friends now, so who knows?
You never know.
Maybe they yoni together.
Maybe.
The girls who yoni together remain friends forever. Yeah.
Well, you know, we're going to have to watch the special and find out. Maybe we'll get a Gwyneth cameo even.
That would be great. I would actually love a Goop As Ever crossover.
Me too, actually. That would be kind of crazy and kind of fun.
I was
so.
about to try and combine their brand names, and the best I could come up with in my head was Gas Ever. So I don't know.
Goop Ever.
I've just... Anyone who was considering giving me a job has suddenly
Reeling it back in.
deleted that email very quickly.
They were like, Markle tank, we're coming. Oh, wait. All right.
No,
well,
I'll work on it, guys. Don't worry.
we have time. We've got a little while until
We do. We have a
they
few
give
days.
us our holiday special.
I'm going to start, put on my thinking cap and get going. Brainstorm
great.
session.
Charlie, as always, thanks for recapping the Royals with us.
As ever.